Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Erik ten Hag provides a fresh update on Marcel Sabitzer's injury. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag has provided a fresh injury update on Marcel Sabitzer following the club's 2-0 Premier League win over Nottingham Forest. The Austria international recently scored a brace against Sevilla in the Europa League, and there were no surprises that he was picked in the starting 11 versus Forest. However, the 29-year-old was forced to withdraw following an injury during the warm-up. Christian Eriksen had to replace him in the lineup within a short notice. Speaking to BBC Sport after the game, Ten Hag revealed that the midfielder felt something and it was not worth taking the risk by playing him. The Red Devils boss added that the Austrian's condition will be assessed today. He said, Sabitzer came off in the warm-up. He felt something. We decided not to take the risk. We will find out tomorrow what it is, but when you have Eriksen on the bench, it's definitely not a disadvantage. United have had a horrendous period with injuries. They are currently missing four key defenders in Luke Shaw, Raphael Varane, Lisandro Martinez, and Tyrell Malacia. Marcus Rashford is also on the sidelines, alongside Scott McTominay, Donny van de Beek, and Alejandro Garnacho. Sabitzer has now become the latest player to join the list. The bench was pretty weak with 5 academy graduates, and Ten Hag will be hoping for some good news on the injury front over the coming days. Rashford, Shaw, and McTominay seem the closest to making their comebacks, though it's unclear whether they could feature against Sevilla in the Europa League. The quarter-final tie is evenly placed after the 2-2 draw at Old Trafford. United face Sevilla away on Thursday. They will be without Bruno Fernandes due to suspension. Diogo Dalot could continue in a new role for Man United amid injury crisis. Manchester United defender Diogo Dalot could continue from the left-back position in the coming weeks amid the club's ongoing injury crisis. The Red Devils are currently missing several defenders with injuries. Lisandro Martinez is out for a long term, while Raphael Varane has been ruled out for a few weeks. Meanwhile, Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia are nursing minor concerns, and it's unclear whether they would be fit for the upcoming games. In our opinion, this could directly benefit Dalot, who has been in and out of the starting lineup this year. The Portuguese was an undisputed starter from right back before the World Cup, but since the restart, he has struggled for regular minutes. With the form of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, he has been left on the bench on occasions, but could now have a big role to play amid the injury crisis. Dalot started at left back against Nottingham Forest on Sunday afternoon and produced an impressive performance over 90 minutes. Barring an error with an overhead touch, he was comfortable in his new position and handled the threat of Johnson with relative ease. The Portuguese won 4 out of his 6 duels alongside 2 tackles. He capped the display with his maiden league goal for United. Dalot's late run into the box was brilliantly spotted by Antony. The 24-year-old made it 2-0 for the Red Devils, which finished off the game. In our view, the £31 million rated star could continue in the left-back spot for the rest of the campaign. Shaw is close to making his recovery, but manager Erik ten Hag could be tempted to play the Englishman from the left centre-back position. Ten Hag did so regularly. When Martinez was unavailable at the start of the year, he could opt for something similar in the coming weeks. Antony stars for Man United in 2-0 win at Nottingham Forest. Manchester United winger Antony produced one of his best performances of the season against Nottingham Forest on Sunday. The Brazilian has been unlucky in front of goal over the past few games, but he looked back to his best against Forest at City Ground. The 23-year-old opened the scoring in the 32nd minute for the Red Devils after a rebound from a Keylor Navas save fell into his path. In the second half, the right winger was lively with his movement in the final third and eventually created the second goal for Diogo Dalot. He showed brilliant vision to spot the run of Dalot, who scored his maiden league goal in the club's colours. Aside from his goal and assist, Antony had 82 touches and completed 48 out of his 56 passes. He won 4 duels alongside one dribble. Earlier this week, Erik ten Hag said that he expects more from Antony in the final third and urged the Brazilian to show more composure. Antony repaid the manager's faith against Forest. He scored his first league goal in 189 days and also backed his maiden league assist for United. The €100 million signing managed to step up in the absence of Marcus Rashford, and hopefully he can now find consistency with his displays. United recently played out a 2-2 draw against Sevilla in the first leg of the Europa League quarter-final tie. The second leg is scheduled for Thursday. It's uncertain whether Rashford will be available following his groin injury, but Antony has another chance to impose himself on the opposition. Besiktas want to re-sign Man United striker Wout Weghorst after loan stint. Turkish giants Besiktas are interested in re-signing Wout Weghorst following his loan stint with Manchester United. According to The Sun, the Burnley striker spent the first half of the season on loan with Besiktas. He was hugely impressive for them, with 9 goals and 4 assists from 18 games. This convinced United to sign him on a temporary basis in January. Besiktas were compensated to terminate his loan deal before he moved to Old Trafford. It's now reported by The Sun that Besiktas are prepared to re-sign the Dutchman this summer, despite the striker's decision to leave the club last winter. Burnley are likely to prefer a permanent transfer, but it's reported that Besiktas could propose another no deal for the former Wolfsburg striker. Weghorst has been impressive with his work rate and mobility in the final third, but he has struggled to make regular goal contributions for United. The 30-year-old has registered just 2 goals and 3 assists despite starting in 20 of his 21 appearances for the Red Devils this year. Erik ten Hag recently opened the possibility of keeping Weghorst, but in our opinion, United could be better off parting ways with the striker. The Dutchman has missed 7 big chances over the last 3 months, and the club clearly need an upgrade on him ahead of next season. In our view, Antony Martial could act as a future deputy, with United expected to land a marquee striker during this summer's transfer window. Erik ten Hag reveals the qualities of striker Manchester United need to sign. Erik ten Hag has revealed the qualities of a striker Manchester United must sign this summer. The Red Devils currently have Antony Martial and Wout Weghorst on their books. However, Martial has rarely been available this season due to his injury issues, while Weghorst is expected to leave Old Trafford at the end of the campaign. A new centre forward is the top priority for United in the upcoming transfer window as they strive to mount a serious title challenge next season. In an interview with Sky Sports, Ten Hag revealed the qualities of the striker that the club needs to sign. He said, "Everyone is different, obviously, but for a striker the main thing is to score goals by any method. That is so far ahead of anything else. We need a striker who scores goals because we have the ability in the team to put balls in the box, so we need a striker to finish. We have to build a new future, and we need a striker who not only scores goals but contributes by linking up play very well and pressing, which is very important." Tottenham Hotspur's Harry Kane and Napoli's Victor Osimhen are the Red Devils' top target. They are among the best strikers in Europe, but we believe United should try to sign Harry Kane. He is a proven Premier League goal scorer with over 200 top-flight goals to his name. A deal for the 29-year-old is likely to cost less than signing Osimhen, with the England international's current contract expiring in June 2024. The experienced centre forward has been at Spurs since the start of his career and may be looking for a new challenge. He knows Spurs are unlikely to challenge for silverware, and United would be a desirable option for him. Kane doesn't press as he used to, but he is noted for his link-up play and off-the-ball movement, qualities Ten Hag desires in a striker. Erik Ten Hag explains Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof switching sides. Erik Ten Hag has explained why he lined Harry Maguire up as a right-sided centre-back and Victor Lindelof on the left. Previous managers picked Maguire on the left and Lindelof on the right. Erik Ten Hag believes he has a better way. Maguire has come under pressure during the past couple of seasons and has been picked infrequently by Ten Hag. Now with Lisandro Martinez and Raphael Varane out, Maguire and Lindelof are set for a spell in the team. Erik Ten Hag picked Harry Maguire on the right side of defense and Victor Lindelof on the left. He believes this will make life easier for Maguire. Ten Hag explained via club media that as a right-footed player it was tougher for Maguire on the left of defense. The manager explained, "The angles are not good if Harry Maguire is playing on the left side. It's difficult for him, but I think he is more capable on the right. Victor can use both feet very good, and I think he did a brilliant job in defense and in a transition from Johnson, so that is why we prefer to do it with them in this way." After an early hiccup which saw Maguire booked, he settled into the game well, and Lindelof was particularly outstanding. This is likely to be the way Manchester United line up against Sevilla on Thursday night in the Europa League. The following weekend at Wembley won't quite be so straightforward. Harry Maguire is suspended, and it could be Luke Shaw filling in. This would see Lindelof move back to the right side, with Shaw's preference as a left-sided centre-back owing to his more regular position at left-back. Man United defender Phil Jones, not in contention for FA Cup game versus Brighton, unfit since pre-season. Manchester United centre-back Phil Jones is yet to complete a training session this season, reports The Athletic. As a result, the 31-year-old is not in contention to feature in Sunday's FA Cup semi-final against Brighton and Hove Albion. The Red Devils are without Lisandro Martinez and Raphael Varane following their season-ending injuries against Sevilla. Harry Maguire is suspended for the FA Cup game, with Victor Lindelof the only available primary centre-back. Man United manager Erik Ten Hag will have to look at deploying someone else to play out of possession. Jones spent his holidays doing physical work to get in the best shape possible for a preseason. However, a relapse of a long-standing knee issue on the first day of training dealt a blow to his fitness. It caused him serious distress, and he has been unable to get fit since. Jones underwent a procedure in 2020 and has seen several specialists. However, the problem has persisted and hindered his chances of showing Ten Hag what he is capable of. The former Blackburn Rovers man was excluded from the Premier League and Europa League squads. Nevertheless, he would have been able to play in the FA Cup, where he fit. Jones was out of action from January 2020 to September 2021 before returning to play 5 times last term. He is out of contract at the end of the season, and while Man United have the option to extend it, he is expected to leave the club at the end of his 12th season with them. Man United target Alexis Mac Allister, 100% guaranteed of summer move. Fabrizio Romano has provided a huge update on Manchester United and Liverpool target Alexis Mac Allister. The Brighton and Hove Albion midfielder has been a subject of intense transfer speculation in recent months, with the World Cup winner catching the eye of England's top teams, and Romano reports that the situation is set to move quickly, with an early summer move already in the pipeline. The reliable journalist even goes as far as to say that Mac Allister is certain that he will be leaving Brighton in the upcoming transfer window, and both United and Liverpool will soon be in discussions with the Argentines' representatives as the two giants of English football wrangle for his signature. Romano tweeted this morning, "Understand Alexis Mac Allister and his camp consider summer move as 100% guaranteed. The expectation is for an early transfer. Alexis will give his best for Brighton until June. Liverpool and Man United will discuss with the player's side soon." Mac Allister has 2 years remaining on his current contract, with Brighton also having an option for a further year. Given the Siglos' recent history in the transfer market, they are unlikely to allow the player to leave without substantial compensation, and while the player is perfectly capable of operating deeper in midfield, Mac Allister is at his best as an industrious number 10, a position in which the Red Devils are well staffed. Should Brighton's demands be anywhere near the prices mooted for his teammates Moses Caicedo, this does not seem like a race United are likely to stay in for any great length of time. But with the player seeing a move as guaranteed, that could all change in the next couple of months. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.